All right. No more biological men in women's sports. Wow. Big signing today by President Trump. Joining us now to talk about it is Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. Senator Tuberville, good to see you, sir. Tell us about the signing. Tell us what was in the signing, if you would.
Well, it's been too long happening, Larry. It's just unfortunate for the last 4 years we've had to put up with this nonsense of biological boys and men participating in women's sports. And not just in sports here, but also in the Olympics. It was a great day, had a lot of people there. Executive order of putting a stop to it, but we've got to permanently do it. I've got a bill that's Protect Women and Girls in Sports Act that we've got. Hopefully we get it on the floor soon where we can make it permanent. There's no reason in the world why men and boys should be able to participate in women. It's just wrong. It's dangerous. And, it's just a great day that we finally got this done.
Senator Tuberville, you mentioned the Olympics, so good question. How will the Olympic Committee look at this resolution? Will they abide by it? Will they fight it? What do you anticipate, sir?
Well, you got to remember, Larry, this is going to be in L.A. the next time they have it. President Trump mentioned that. The Olympic Committee 2 years ago decided to let each sport decide what they wanted to do and how they wanted to handle it. Unfortunately, boxing let men participate against the women, and it was terrible. It really was. Somebody's going to get hurt. And so hopefully they come to their senses. President Trump will probably get involved in this with the Olympic Committee, knowing him, and hopefully we can get all men and boys banned from any kind of sports in the Olympics. It's just not fair.
You know, it's so ironic to me, Senator, politically, for all these years, going back to, I'm going to say, Gloria Steinem in the 1970s, over 50 years, the Democratic Party said it was the party to defend women, okay? But in recent years, as you well know, with the trans movement and so forth, and biological men now being allowed to play in women's sports, et cetera, all of a sudden the Democrats are in favor of that and are wrecking women's sports and treating women athletes, female athletes, incredibly unjustly. I mean, how do you figure that? Do they see the stupidity of this whole story or not?
Yeah, they see it. They just won't admit it. The problem they have, Larry, is they've lost the middle class. They have no support anymore. They have no voters. And so they've had to go over top with the climate change and all the nonsense at the borders with illegals, all the things that are involved in different things that the Republicans and the conservatives here in America really believe in. And so they've just gone off the deep end when it comes to this. And they've, again, going back to what your question was, they've lost their base. They're not going back. They've really got so far out there, Larry. Even the Democrats, a lot of Democrats voted for President Trump because of this one issue that the Democrats kept pushing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite extraordinary. If I can add one more topic to our discussion today, Senator Tuberville, President Trump talking about Gaza, talking about the United States clearing out Gaza, taking over Gaza, working with other countries in the Middle East, perhaps Saudi Arabia and others, private enterprise, to rebuild a new Gaza. I know you've followed this keenly, sir. What can you tell us on that one?
Well, first of all, nothing positive has really happened, Larry, in 45 years. You got to think about that. It's not working, whatever's going on. President Trump is trying to put a fix to this. Now, the problem is you have the people now that are in Gaza. What do you do with them? The Saudis aren't going to take them. They're not going to Jordan. We're probably going to have to do something to get them to take a few of them. But when you do that, how do you separate the Palestinians from Hamas? You're just moving one problem to another. I understand what President Trump's wanting to do to try to clean all this mess up because there's no infrastructure, water, electricity, there's none of that. But he's looking for a possible way to answer this problem that we have. It's a huge problem. He's the only one that's come up with something different. We'll have to see if he can work through this. Steve Witkoff today talked to us at a luncheon about all this. It's a problem that President Trump's looking for some help from all the countries around there to try to get a solution to this. But right now, he's the only one that's come up with something different. Might work, might not.
But there's no question he's going to clamp down on Iran. And there's no question, not only will the sanctions be tightened and the oil turned off as much as possible, but also no nuclear weapons. Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. And I don't know whether president's elaborated on that or not. What do you think?
Yeah, no, 100%. That can't happen. Iran can't get a nuclear weapon. They're probably getting closer and closer. We just really don't know how close. But we've got problems with all their people that they support, the Houthis, again, Hamas, the people up in Hezbollah in Lebanon. It's been a total problem with all these people. So at the end of the day, you know, we got to stay with President Trump, keep him in a situation where he's got a chance to get some answer to this. So let's stay with him and give him an opportunity to do whatever he needs to do to get a solution to whatever's going on in the Middle East.
All right, Senator Tommy Tuberville, thank you ever so much.